Today we'll be solving some past questions. So number one I have with me here is that derive the dimensional formula of the following quantity. So the first quantity given is what? Density. Density. So the first thing, if you are given this question, is that you have to write out the formula. So writing out the formula for density, we know density is what? Mass over volume. Mass over volume. So the next thing is that you should relate it to the MLT system. We know our mass is M. Mass M, then our volume is L raised to power 3. So from our idea of mathematics, we can then write this as M L raised to power minus 3. So the next one I have with me is power. Power. So do the same thing for this. The formula for power is what? Work over time. Work over time. So relating it to the MLT system, we have our work to be M L raised to power 2 T raised to power minus 2 over T. All right. So we can have this as M L raised to power 2 T raised to power what? We have this as minus 2 minus 1. That will be T raised to power minus 3. So the next one is what? The next one is stress. We are given stress. So stress, we know the formula for stress is what? Force over area. Force over area. And we know our force to be MLT minus 2 over, and we know our area should be L raised to power 2. So from here, from our idea of mathematics, we can then write this as M L. This would be 1. That would be 1 minus 2. So we have it as M L raised to power minus 1 T raised to power what? Minus 2. And that is for stress. So the next question, they said given two vectors, okay, A equals to I plus 2j minus 3k. Then B equals to what? 2I minus 3j plus 4k. So they said find number one, A plus B. Second one, 3A plus 2B. The third one, A cross B. Take note, this is not A times B, it is called A cross B. It is a cross product. Then the fourth one, we have it as A dot B. A dot B. So this is a vector algebraic equation. So the solution. Alright, so for the first one, we are given A plus B. So given A plus B, the first thing is that you should write out your vector A. We know our vector A should be I plus 2j minus 3k. Okay, then plus, put it in brackets, B. Our B should be 2I minus 3j and plus 4k, right? So from here, we can deduce that I plus 2j minus 3k plus 2I minus 3j plus 4k. All right. So then we can bring like terms together. You know, I plus 2I. Okay, that's for I. So we have j next plus 2j. All right, minus 3j. Then we have k next. Then we have minus 3k plus 4k. Alright, so we know I, there is an invisible one here. So we have 1I plus 2I, and that's 3I. Okay, what's next? J, right? We have 2j minus 3j, and that will give us minus j. Are we good? Minus j, or you can have it as we know that the one is invisible, so if you are calling it minus 1j, you are still right. Okay, so then we have k next. We have minus 3k plus 4k. Okay, and that will give us minus k or minus 1k, and that is the final answer. Okay, let's move on. So the next one we have 3a plus what, 2b. So we can bring it out like this. We can have our 3a, which is equals to what, 3 open bracket what, a I plus 2j, okay, minus 3k. Okay, so that will give us what, 3i plus 6j minus 9k. All right, so that's for 3a. The next one we have it as 2b. So we can have it as 2 open brackets. What do we have as our b? 2i, all right, minus 3j plus 4k. Are we good? So we can have it as 4i minus 6j plus 8k. So we've gotten our value for 3a plus 2 and 2b. Okay, so we can then have 3a plus 2b to be equals to what? Pick your 3a as 3i plus 6j minus 9k, then plus, you can put it in bracket. What do we have as our 2b? 4i minus 6j plus 8k. All right, so we can have this as 3i plus 6j minus 9k, okay, plus 4i minus 6j, then plus 8k. So same thing, collect like terms together. That will be 3i plus 4i, okay, then j next, plus 6j minus 6j, yes it, then we have k next, minus 9k plus 8k. All right, look at it. So from here we can have it as 3 plus 4 is 7. So we have 7i, then 6 minus 6, we have that 0, right? Plus 0j, take note. Then minus 9 plus 8. Okay, then we have minus k, and that is our final answer for that. Yeah. Okay, for the next one we have a cross b. Take note, this a cross b is not the same thing as a times b. A times, when you say a times b, you are saying more of dot product, which is this. Okay, so for this one, the first thing you are going to do is that you are going to relate it to, it's more of the matrices, determinant method of a matrix. So we have this, you are going to bring out your unit vectors on the horizontal axis, then we have it as I, j and k. Okay, so then you are going to take the coefficient under a. So what do we have for I in a? We have 1. We have 1. So for j in a, we have what? 2. Then for k, we have minus 3, not 3. We are going to have it as minus 3. Okay, so for b, we have I to be what? 2. We have j to be what? Minus 3. Then we have k to be what? Plus 4, which is our 4 we have here. So the next thing you should take note is that for a matrix, for a determinant of a matrix, we are going to have our positive, negative, positive. Positive, negative, positive. So the next thing we are going to do is that now we are going to cover for the I, we are going to cover the vertical for the I, then cover the unit vectors. What do we have left? If we are going to cover this and this, we have 2, 4, minus 3 and minus 3 here. So let's bring that out. We know it is plus, so we already assume that this is denoting the positive sign. So we have this as, put your brackets, 2 times what? 4, okay, minus open bracket minus 3 times what? This and this minus 3. Okay, so that's for the I. That's for the I. Then the next one, put your minus. Take note, put your minus sign. Minus. Okay. Then the next one is, we are going to cover the vertical axis for the J. Then what do we have left if we are covering this middle? We have what? 1, 4, minus 3, and 2. So we are going to say that 1 times 4, then minus open brackets here. What do you have? Minus 3 times what? 2. So, and this is for the what? For the J. For the J, take note. Then the next one is what? The K. So for the K, we are going to cover the vertical on the K. Then what do we have left? We have 1, 2, 2, minus 3. So that will be what? Your square bracket. 1 times minus 3 in brackets minus what? Open bracket 2 times 2. And that is for our what? K. That is for our K. So let's pick it. So we have it as what? 2 times 4 is what? 8 minus open bracket minus 3 times minus 3 is what? 9. 8 minus 9. Okay, so that's for our I. Then the next one for our K, 1 times 4 is what? 4 minus what? Minus 3 times 2. We know it as what? Minus 6. So minus 6. And that is for our what? J. Then the next one for our K, plus 1 times minus 3 is what? Minus 3. Then minus 2 times 4 is what? 4. Okay. And that is for our K. Alright. So we have 8 minus 9 to be what? Minus 1i. Alright. Then minus 4 minus 6. That will give us what? 4 minus times minus is what? Plus, right? So 6 times 4 is what? 24. Minus 24j plus minus 3 minus 4 is what? Minus 7. So we are going to have this as what? Minus 7k. And that is our final answer for the A cross B. Alright, so to solve the fourth question, which is A dot B. So for A dot B, we have A dot product, we have cross product. So A cross B, here is the cross product. So we have A dot B also. So A dot B is more like multiplying A and B together. So we have it as the coefficient of I here is what? 1. 1 multiplied by what? The coefficient of I in B, which is 2. So then note that for this dot product, you are not putting your IJK because you have to get just a single answer. Okay, so add it to the next one, which is 2 times minus 3. Okay, then the next one is what? Minus 3 times what? 4. All right, so for this one, we have it as 2. Then 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. Minus 6 times plus. That will be 2 minus 6. Alright. So minus 3 times 4 is what? Minus 12. So plus times minus 12 is what? Minus 12. And 2 minus 6 minus 12 should give us what? Minus 16. And we've come to the end of this question.